Okay, Recon's video on Friday, the 7th of January 2022. It's just gone 11:06 a.m. Chicago time. Do hope you are doing well. So I was going to title this video a midweek market review, but turns out it's Friday. Where are these days going? So it's a Friday review. Just going to show you a couple of markets that are seemingly turning at the moment. One during today, two or three actually during today, and a couple of others that might be turning kind of longer term, which are interesting to me. So we've got the E-mini chart, the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart, and a couple of Forex charts. Going to show you the euro and the Aussie dollar. But first of all, here's the E-mini chart with today's activity, day trading type time frames. So a 500 tip bar chart and a 1500 tip bar chart here. Always talk about reversals happening before the 11 a.m. window closes. 11 a.m. in Chicago is when the European markets close. So normally what we want is the reversal to have happened before the European markets close, so that the full kind of volume activity kind of comes into the market. So it's an important kind of time frame marker for me. So the bottom today was made kind of between 950 and 1017 here. We had a double bottom pattern going on 46.53 or thereabouts, kind of down here. You can see on the 1500 tip bar chart, nice little triple signal, and it happens when we have exhaustion selling and then a bullish divergence pattern. So we've run out of puff with volume momentum. We got the professionals active at the lows, and we break above the highs of those blue professional bars with the Pro-Am trailing stop. Plus we are oversold on better sine wave, which is the red background. So all three kind of red colors come together. We got the bullish divergence, the oversold, and the Pro-Am line changes, and that's our triple signal there. You can see when you back it down on the time frames to the 500 tip bar chart, it kind of takes a little bit more time. We got more signals, a couple of, that'd be a false signal kind of here. It wasn't confirmed with the highest time frame. This one's a little bit early. That test is good, and this is the really nice signal kind of down here at the bottom. So I'm always looking at the two time frames to kind of get confirmation. And when the overbought and the oversold signals kind of come together, that's when I'm looking for confirmation trades. Sometimes, you know, the signals pop up in the higher time frame, sometimes in the lower time frame, sometimes pretty close, like these two signals here. Earlier on in the day, you can see here's the sell-off that we had. Again, confirmed in the two time frames, overbought with the grey background here and here, and then we got a couple of signals on the lower time frame that led into that decline. We've got one signal kind of going off at the moment. That's just showing a little bit of weakness at the moment, a little bit of profit taken by the professionals here, but we've not kind of done anything significant in terms of damage on the downside. So going to hold it, see what it does. Fridays tend to be rangy days, tend to be trendy days. So if we get a good reversal, a decent reversal, it might kind of reverse right into the close, and holding to the close would be the best kind of optimum trade. But we'll see what happens in the next few hours. Anyway, so that's what's happening on the E-mini. Bitcoin and Ethereum, boy, well, when I put out my video, I think on the weekend, just talking about we're trying to make a bottom, but it's not quite there yet on Bitcoin and Ethereum based on the daily charts, we really kind of sold off hard. Let me just show you that daily chart on Bitcoin. So I was saying I'm getting interested because we had this one blue professional bar kind of come in, and then after that video went out, we've had a whole series of blue professional bars, and we've kind of sunk down to, you know, 41s kind of down here. But I was saying that we hadn't had all of the better sine wave kind of time frames come together with end of trend patterns and so on. Today's activity, you know, we need a break above a high. We need to show a strong bar. None of these have shown that kind of yet. So it hasn't happened on the daily chart, but potentially we've got it happening on the lower time frame charts here. So on Bitcoin, the 4500 tip bar chart and the 13,500 tip bar chart are good kind of charts to show you what's going on. This is where we kind of kept on going through that move. We had some strength, and then we just kept on selling off because those supports just did not hold. But now we're oversold on better sine wave here with the background printed red. We've got all the blue professional bars kind of coming in at the lows, and on the lowest time frame you can see a whole family of blue professional bars kind of there at 41. So that's a really important level. We've got our exhaustion sell. We had that on the left shoulder, bullish divergence. We poked even further down here, but here's a couple of blue professional bars coming on 13,500 tip bar chart. So we've had one signal here on the 4500 tip bar chart. We're trying to make a pattern here. We've almost got everything kind of coming together. We've got the pro-am line in sight. We've got the bullish divergence. We've got the oversold on better sine waves. So everything's looking good to maybe put in that reversal on the Bitcoin chart. So we had that weakness and it is finding some strength here. So this 41 level, a little bit lower than I expected it would crash down to, but it's starting to come in today. And Ethereum, same kind of thing. So you can see we had this weakness kind of come in with exhaustion buy, and then we kind of just fell off as soon as we broke that kind of support level here at 3600. We were just on our way, but a whole bunch of blue professional bars here, a whole bunch of blue professional bars here at the lows, and signals are starting to come in, a couple of triple signals on the 4500, and it's due for something when we get above this pro-am line and it kind of reverses and goes the other way. So that's interesting. And also I talked a few videos ago before Christmas just about Forex charts, and I thought there was going to be some interesting patterns on the Forex charts coming up. Today, seemingly, we've got that kind of strength starting to come in. This is one of the charts I was looking at with the euro, that we're due for a change in trend in the euro. We've had this huge decline. This is a daily chart over the last year between January to January down here, a big decline in the euro. But we've now got exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, and blue professional bars kind of come in, and a break above that trailing pro-am stop will trigger a triple signal. So the euro's kind of looking interesting there. I think the Aussie is also similarly trying to find a low down here. I'm not sure it'll be a triple pattern kind of go off there. British pound already found some strength with blue professional bars, and it's kind of broken up and is pushing higher. Canadian dollar kind of follows closely with the Aussie dollar to some extent, at least. We've got a similar thing, blue professional bars kind of catching here, and it's breaking up. Yeah, so I shan't show you the Japanese yen or the Swiss franc, but they're kind of interesting. And when we go down and look at some of those charts, here's the Aussie dollar chart on some day trading time frames, so the 300 and the 900 tip bar chart. And you can see here we had a triple here. So a whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of come in here at 71.6. Exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, we're oversold at that point. So we've not had triple signals yet on the intermediate time frame, but we have had them on the lowest time frame. So we're starting to get some activity there. This is kind of blue professional bars at the lows, and that grab and go pattern here. As the blue professional bars kind of grab it and we break up through that trailing stop. So the Aussie dollar is starting to turn, and the euro spent a lot of time basing and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. But some lower time frame tip bar charts, the 500 and the 1500 tip bar chart here, you can see that activity where we've just been doing nothing for a long time. But we've got some strength going on here. We're oversold and broken above the blue professional bars, that kind of whole sequence down here. We're starting to strengthen, so it might turn out to be a longer term kind of trending move when we get above 114 on the euro. So I'm not sure what that means in terms of the equities and the whole thing kind of changing around, but we could have some strength in these other currencies and weakness in the dollar over the next few weeks, maybe a month or two or a quarter, something like that, maybe. But wait and see. We need confirmation here. So there we go. Nice little day trade today with a reversal, and maybe this is the day when Bitcoin and Ethereum finally kind of bottom and start to turn around.